everyone, thank you for joining us on this episode. Well, what you see behind me is the rear of my new camper from Tiny Camper Company. And if you watched my last video, I just returned from Groveland, Florida, where I made the 11.5-hour trek to go pick up and take possession of my new 5x8 rugged Rhino. And you know, I've got about a month and a half before the Gumby gathering and the fall camping season is going to start taking in full effect. And I can't wait to get this camper out and start using it. But before we do that, we have got to get this thing set up and ready to go. And today I'm going to be talking about some of the things that we're going to be doing for this camper. And a lot of it, you know, when I purchased it from Tiny Camper Company, I wanted to add my own systems in here. So some of the things that we're going to be doing, we're going to be adding our own electrical system, our own power systems, lighting, storage, and all that. So when I had Joe from Tiny Camper Company build this, he built it where, like for the Zero Breeze, he did the piping and the ducting and all that stuff for me. But the electrical system is what I'm going to be talking about today, and power for this. Now I'm going to have this set up for grid and off-grid power, whether it's solar and shore power. But today I am going to talk about power management, or how I'm going to put power to this camper. Now when I talk about power, there's several ways. You know, one is shore power, and I do some kind of shore power camping. You know, that's if you go to a campground. I normally don't like camping at campgrounds because one, it's so crowded. Two, I just like to go off the beaten path. And when I go camping, I just don't want to be around a whole lot of people because, you know, during the work week, you're surrounded with people. So, you know, during your little getaway, you want to be in nature, be secluded, and enjoy the quietness and all that. So I do a lot of off-grid and boondocking. And then some of the things, when you do that, you're going to have your own water or power. Now there are several ways you can power up your rig or your camper, and one of the ways that I always do is I always use a power station. And there's several power stations out there. You know, we're talking about, you know, Anchor, you know, Blue Eddy, and I always take my Blue Eddy power stations with me because, you know, Blue Eddy has been a sponsor for the Semper Gumby channel for several years. But this, having a power station, is a valuable part of my boondocking experience. Now, I'm going to talk about the difference between a power station and a power bank. Now, there are similarities to a power station and a power bank, you know, but there are some differences. And today we are going to be talking about power banks. Power banks are built differently, and today this product right here is made by Veryeah, and this is considered a power bank, but they call it a power brick. And it is a 1,000 watt power brick. And we are gonna go ahead and take this and install it in the camper, and then we're gonna test it, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit of some of the features about it. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is the Power Brick 1000 by Veryeah. And you know, the things that I'm going to bring to you today is just some of the options you can have. Now there are tons of power systems out there, but you know, when they sent this to me, I thought this was a pretty cool product because one, it's slimline, small enough, but it still puts up quite a bit of power. So you know, I'm going to see if it lives up to its name and if it can power up items in the camper. And it is small enough where I can tuck away, and you know, it'll be more like a secondary power system to my Blue Eddy and it's so small that you can put in a bag, or you can put tuck away in the cubby, or bring up into the camper to power up your smaller devices. So when you get the Veryeah Power Brick 1000, the outside of it, it's kind of got a satin finish on it. It's sort of like if you ever have a MacBook Pro or a Mac, any of their Mac products, the finish on here is like a satin gray, and it doesn't leave fingerprints, and I like that. The handle is built in with a little, it's sort of like a indent, you know, like a scoop under here where your hands fit underneath, and it doesn't impede your fingers, and it got a sturdy handle on here. Like I said, it looks more like a Mac or an Apple product on here. It only measures 7.9 inches wide, and it's only 5.5 inches high, and it weighs only 20 pounds, so it's fairly light, easy to carry around and tote, and you know, being 20 pounds makes it very, very portable. Now this Power Brick 1000 has a high power DC output. This Power Brick can directly output 48 volts, 1,000 to 2,000 watts of DC power, and it can be used directly with Veryeah's 800 watt DC Saucepan, and we'll show that to you here in a little bit, and 360 watt Power Brick. And that's pretty impressive for a small unit this size. All right, on the left side of the Power Brick 1000, you do have a power button here, and you got a big nice display. Now I haven't charged it yet since I've got it, and it's showing 83.7%, and that's what it comes shipped. Now the LCD display, the numbers are pretty big, and it's a nice satin finish behind the screen, so it's very easy to read. Now you do have 4 outputs out here. You have 2 USB-A 18 watt USB outputs, and then you have 2 USB-C, which are 100 watt outputs in the front. But really nice clean face on the front of the left side, I'm sorry, the left side of the unit. Now on the right side of the unit, you have an VE30 in and out, and if you remove this cover, and I'll show you those inputs and outputs, what we use those for in just a second. And then you have a charging and a input and a solar input here. So you can use this with solar panels to charge up the unit, as well as using shore power or grid power. Now the battery capacity of this Power Brick 1000 is a 1008 watt hours. So you're getting 1008 watt hours of power out of this thing right here. Now it does have a LiFePO4 battery, and you have a 10-year long lasting life expectancy on that. Now it has a 3,000 cycles time on there, so that meaning you can discharge and charge 3,000 times. I mean, that's quite a bit for a little battery power bank. When you purchase your Veryeah Power Brick 1000, you are going to get your AC charger right here. It's like a, I guess, a power brick, what we call it. And you plug in your AC outlet into that, and you can use grid power or any kind of AC power outlet. And then you're going to get your car charger cable. This is really cool because you can charge up your power brick using a 12 volt source. And then you are going to get your user manual. But that's it, pretty much simple what's in the box. So many of you probably want to know if this power brick supports solar powers and what kind of voltage does it support. Well, this power brick has a built-in MPPT charging circuit, so you don't need to get any additional solar power panel controller. It supports 12, 18, 24, and 36 volts, as well as 40 volt solar power panels. And the max solar power you can put into this is 160 watts. So the Power Brick 1000 is not any kind of IP65 or anything like that. It is not waterproof, but you know, there are no gaps or openings on the top of the unit itself. So it can handle light splashes, but it's not waterproof. Now at this time of the video, this kit, I do not have any ways to power on my accessories such as my Joule or any of my 110 plugs, because this unit or this kit does not have that. But Veryeah does sell a kit where you can plug in those accessories. But you can expand this Power Brick 1000, and they do sell this where you can tether it in and expand it up to 4,000 watts. Let's turn it on. Okay, and let's pour some water in here. And let's go ahead, and we've got it on the highest mode right here. On the controller you have the power button, and then you have minus and a plus. So we've got it on number 5, and we've got it at 83.0. And let's go ahead and set the timer and see how long it takes to boil some water. Okay, stopwatch. And we'll go ahead and hit start. I hope you guys can see that. Oh, it's already getting warm. That's pretty cool. It's already warm. But it is drawing. We started at 83.7. Man, less than a minute and we're already boiling water. That's pretty good. All right, in a minute and 45 seconds, we're already boiling water. That was pretty good. That's pretty fast. The DC Saucepan is an innovative multifunctional frying pan that can be directly powered by the Power Brick, and it offers 800 watts of power with 5 power levels. It's safe, efficient, and versatile. And like I said, you can adjust those power levels with this controller right here. Now the saucepan does have a nice Teflon coating inside, so your food items will slide right out. Another con is the cord does not detach from the pot. So Veryeah, if you're watching, some of the things that I would recommend in your next model is you make it where the cord can detach, as well as the handle for easy packing. Maybe get the handle where you can detach it and put it and pack away, as well as the cord into the pot. And then of course you got your glass cover on here. Maybe make it plastic, or maybe make it aluminum where you don't have to worry about it breaking. But I mean, it cooks very quick, and I give it that. Now if you're looking to get more power, which I'm able to get my hands on one of those, but Veryeah does make an AC brick that powers up to 2,400 watts and 4,800 watts of surge power, and it has 4 120 watt AC outputs, and it is a pure full sine wave inverter. So this is great for we're talking about the saucepan and 12 volts to run your you know, your 12-volt refrigerator and your USB stuff, and you know, your computers, and your, you know, charging up your batteries. But this thing's pretty cool. So what are my final thoughts on the Veryeah Power Brick 1000? I think it's a pretty cool system. I like it because you can possibility of expanding this to more power. This kit, you're kind of limited to what you can have. I mean, it's mainly for USB-A and USB-Cs. You know, great for your laptops, great for your drone batteries, great for your cell phones, and great to cook and boil water with the saucepan. It's fairly quick. I was really impressed with that. And then with the DC brick, great for your fridges, your 12-volt fridges. You know, I'm going to bring this with me to the Ozarks, and I'm going to see how long that it could power up my fridge using this at full capacity. And you know, it's small, it's compact, it's, you know, only 20 pounds. You know, it's not a power station like my Blue Eddy, but it's a power brick where, you know, I can transport and move around fairly easy. Now I'll put the description and the links in the box below. But if you want to check out more, go to Veryeah.com right here and check them out. And hopefully I can do a review on the AC brick. And I would love to put that in the camper and power up all of my power needs in there as well. And they look like they're gonna, the power brick and the AC brick look like to be about the same size. So if you got any questions or any comments, pop them in the box below. I'll sure to answer them for you. But if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate it. If you're a first-time video, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I appreciate that as well. And until the next video, this is Ben from Semper Gumby, out.
So right now, Veryeah is doing a new product promotion. So you can get a free saucepan and a DC brick. So what you need to do is, if you buy a power brick, go to their website and it'll tell you how to participate. Once you go there, you can sign up and you can own get a free saucepan and a DC brick. But I will link the way you can get that new product promotion. But basically, you go to Veryeah.com and follow the description and the instructions under the new product promotion. But check it out, a free saucepan and DC brick. It's a couple, save you a couple $100. So check them out.